Okay, hi guys. So for my autoethnography, I chose to talk about being the youngest child and how everyone kind of expects you to be the same as your siblings. And so I kind of talked about what I had to do to set myself apart from my siblings and to form my own identity. So I guess it was kind of an identity paper. So the approach that I took was I kind of went through each of my siblings because I did talk about how I have personality traits or traits from all of my siblings that are a part of me as well, but how I still formed my own identity. So I took each of my siblings and said one thing that I learned from them. So my brother, I said that he kind of taught me how to persevere through things because he's had kind of a lot of, not he's gonna die health issues, but he's been allergic to peanuts, so he's had to watch that his entire life, and then he got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So I know that was really hard for him, and coming to terms with the fact that he couldn't do the job that he wanted. So he kind of watching him come to terms with that and stuff and how he was able to persevere through that was one thing that I learned from him. And so I kind of went into more of a story with that in my paper. He's my oldest sibling as well. Then for my next sibling, that's my sister, and I said that the one thing she taught me is compassion, because my other sister a lot of times would be kind of mean to me because she didn't like that I was the youngest sibling now and that I got more attention or whatever. And so my other sister would kind of rescue me from some of the rude things that my other sister would try and do to me. So she taught me how to be compassionate and how to take someone else under your wing and how to protect them, because my one sister, one time we were playing a game and she would we'd ride our bikes and she'd make me be homeless, and then she'd ride by and she'd decide if she wanted me or not. And she would say really mean things until I cried, and so then my other sister kind of would get me out of the situation. So then my next closest sibling to me, we did not have a great relationship for a while. We fought a lot, but she did teach me how to stand my ground. She and my mom would often get into these huge arguments, and so it kind of taught me, because my sister never just gave in to my mom, whereas my other sister Rachel would be more likely to. So she taught me how to stand my ground and how to fight my mom and fight for what I believed in. So that's one thing I took from her. And then for myself, I'd say what I took from me was that everyone expects, because I'm the youngest, that I'm spoiled and a brat and all that. But one of my main sources was the song Humble and Kind by Tim McGraw. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. Probably some of you have. But I really enjoy that song, and it's kind of how I like to model my life. And so I talked about that and how those are the aspects within myself. And then I quoted the last few lines of the song where it talks about not taking for granted what life gets you, and that when you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back around. help the next one in line and always stay humble and kind, because like one day I hope I'm successful and I would like to be able to like help someone else to be successful, and not to forget like where I came from and that I had people that helped me to get where I am today. And that's just kind of how I like to live my life. So that's what I took and I added. And then I went into more into like my jobs that I have and like how I'm going to be an RA next year and how I want to use that. And so I kind of closed it up talking about how perseverance, compassion, standing my ground, and then humility and kindness are all aspects of like who I am, and how like some of those I got from my siblings and then others I formed for myself, but like each member of my family has their own personality and their own personality traits, and that like I'm my own person and I'm not my siblings. And that's just kind of like one thing I want other people to know, because I don't want to be assumed that I'm going to be like my siblings. So that was kind of my autoethnography, like kind of an identity aspect, and intertwining that and taking like my siblings and like how they've helped me become who I am, but also I've helped form my own identity. So I hope you guys have a good exam week, and thank you.